Hello out there, once again, sports fans. Welcome to another edition of the Brew. Jersey Joe here, Ion, and those of you joining us live on YouTube or watching the rebroadcast later, Super Bowl edition of the big show here. Are we allowed to say Super Bowl, Joe? Joel, I know it's copyrighted. We're going to get sued. It's just...
I don't know. I don't know. Let's just go with it.
It's talk and predictions. So the question we put on social media this week is, who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? Make your predictions now, those of you who haven't already submitted it to us, and we're going to read those in a moment. Joel and I are going to make our predictions as well. And hey, we're all going to walk up to a betting window and hopefully cash in big. Okay, so the Super Bowl is this weekend. Wow, we're moving along already. It's the first weekend of February. So Joel, who is your prediction to win this weekend's Super Bowl?
All right, so before I tell you my prediction, I'm going to break down a couple of stats that I think are key from this last round. So in order of which quarterbacks played the best and which defenses are the best and have played the best throughout the season, I think that's relevant to who wins because that is the big main matchups for the Super Bowl. So out of this last round, quarterback ratings were Patrick Mahomes at 127, Aaron Rodgers at 101, Josh Allen at 80, and Tom Brady at 73. And that's against the Packers defense, which is the worst one in this last round. So my question to the Buccaneers is, can they keep up with Kansas City? Because you know Kansas City's got a really good offense. Patrick Mahomes is not just elite, but he's surrounded by an elite O-line, an elite receiver, an elite tight, probably the best tight end in history behind only Rob Gronkowski with Travis Kelce. So you've got a guy that's absolutely filled with weapons. Like, the offense for the Chiefs is insane. It's not exactly the same as the Packers because the Packers were missing wide receiving help other than Devontae Adams. And it's not quite the same as when you're playing against the Buffalo Bills, who are going to need to be perfect on every drive just to keep up with the Chiefs. So you got the number one passer in all-time postseason history in playoff, Patrick Mahomes, and you got the 15th best passer in postseason history in Tom Brady. And that's with cheating. So I'm going to go Chiefs on this one. I think it's going to be a close game still because the Buccaneers have a better defense than the Chiefs. They will need to bail out Tom Brady just like they had to do in this last game. So for that reason, I think it'll be close. I think it's somewhat even, but I'm going to stick with the Chiefs.
Interesting pick because I agree with what you're saying about Kansas City. Their offense is really, really good. In fact, I think Buffalo underestimated their offense being that good. Having said that, I'm going to go with the Kansas City Buccaneers. No, I'm kidding. You got to make a pick, but yeah, I'm sticking with the Chiefs though. I think they're just going to. They won. They won before. You got experience again. Brady. You got lucky getting there this time, and also the time is kicking up on Brady. I mean, you got to give the guy credit, though, for turning a franchise around that was doing nothing, going nowhere. Now they're actually basically the Patriots South, if you want to call it that. But if I'm going to walk up to a betting window in Vegas,
and Antonio Brown joining the team after he joined, that's exactly right. That's a good analogy.
Yeah, but, and most people in America, too, aren't rooting for the Patriots anymore. Everybody's sick and tired of the Brady franchise. Everybody's tired of the Patriots, even though it's down in Florida. So I'm going with Kansas City, but I agree with you. I think it's going to be a totally close game. I'm calling it so close. If it's not by one touchdown, it's going to be by a field goal. I'm talking like a 35-38 high-scoring game, but damn, right, super close.
I can see it.
And we've got lots of your opinions out there, so let's get to your picks on social media. Who do you think's going to win? Let's go, because T. Robles V, he's picking the Chiefs. Rudy Gahira, he's picking, I got the Chiefs over Brady. Young Lion over Old Lion, Patrick Mahomes. The real Matt Treat says anyone but Tom Brady. Amen to that. J City Picks says Bucks, but I know Pete is a Tampa fan. Colin Simpson, he's picking headbutting the Bucks for a few weeks. Hopefully they do it, but doubt it. Chiefs -7. Kelce 2 TDs and 100 plus receiving yards will be my side bet. And Tara, she says Tampa Bay Bucks. Sorry, buddy. Ionize 491. It's gonna happen. Tara is rooting for the Bucks, and she called you out.
Well, she's picking the Bucks. She's a Raiders fan, but she's picking the Bucks. And yeah, I disagree. I think it'll be the Chiefs, obviously. Tara's one of my best friends in the world. But your pick, Tara. Your pick can suck my balls.
I also enjoy the Chiefs. Remember the commercial back in the 90s, 80s where they misspelled they were spray painting the end zone and called them the chefs and some old guys like Great Googly Moogly. I think it was a Budweiser ad or something. It was hilarious. Everybody's talking. I was in school when it was on, so long time ago. But great commercial nonetheless. Give you something to YouTube after you're done watching this fine webcast. Let's go to more of your comments. Brox Bombers 46. hoping for the Bucs. Won't be upset if the Chiefs win. Both teams have a bunch of great guys. With that said, let's go Bucs. And she's not talking about the Pittsburgh Pirates because that's their saying. Let's go Bucs. Aaron Flex says Chiefs. Nicole says Chiefs, can't stand Tampa Bay Patriots. Wingman 342, going the other way, saying Tampa Bay. So we got, it seems like a large amount of our fans that chimed in, Joel, on at least that part of the opinion is saying the Chiefs.
Yeah, and I think it's been hard for matchmakers to keep, like the Vegas matchmakers keep moving the line. It's 2.5, then it's 3.5, then it's 2.5. It's like all right around the point where you know it's going to be a close game. And that's what Tampa had to overcome in the last 2 rounds as well. If you guys remember, the line was set for both of the Saints and the Packers, but it was really close. It was like a field goal-ish for each time. So I anticipate that they're going to have that same count.
I at least think out of the deal, though, with it being such an evenly matched game, and if Vegas can't make a decision, that tells you we're going to have a good game and a close game. That's definitely, so we got some good football to look forward to, I think. So, all right, so most of the people that wrote in, they said that they're picking Kansas City Chiefs. Well, let's get to the poll right now because you voted online. Who do you think will win the Super Bowl? Well, you picked the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 56-44, so it was very, very close. In fact, only a few votes between them. So Tampa Bay wins the poll, but the popular vote, kind of like what happened in the Trump election, it was Kansas City. So even like our show is kind of undecided.
It's true. Yeah, I hope that means that it's a good game with the Chiefs winning.
And the nice thing about living here in New Jersey, at least I can go make a bet online. Don't have to leave the comfort of my apartment here. Can hopefully win big. You can walk to a sports book out there in Vegas. And hopefully we all walk away winner with at least a good game nonetheless. So there we go. And you, watching right now, want to walk away winner, click the like or subscribe button down below for all the fun here. The Jersey Joe 50 YouTube channel. 4 big shows waiting for you each and every week, including all the bar talk right here on The Brew. Sorry, Joel, we're ready for a great game this weekend. You'll be watching. I'll be watching. You'll be watching at home. And hey, we want to invite our fans back next week. Joel, if you didn't have, who would you have wanted the Super Bowl? Though? Who would you have wanted to win the Super Bowl if you had your choice?
Packers. I like it. I'm a Packer fan. I know there's a Jets shit here, but that was for when Brett Favre joined the team in the 08 season. So I would have rooted for the Packers. But objectively, like, they didn't deserve to be there. They didn't show up. Even though they got by the referees on 2 really, really, really critical plays that cost them A, 7 points, and B, a drive at the end. They got royally over. But they still had plenty of opportunities, and Aaron Jones and Kevin King turned in career worst days at the worst moment. So I would have been rooting for them. I would have loved to see Buffalo win, and I have nothing against Kansas City. So I would have been cool with any of those 3, but Tampa. I hated Tampa even before Tom Brady got there, and now I just still hate them.
I mean, I was hoping for the Pittsburgh Steelers, but they once they had that the game where it was rescheduled and they totally blew it, then they had no hope from there. So unfortunately, the Bills would have been nice though, at least for the Bills fans themselves. After all those years of the Bills going to the Super Bowl and not winning, they at least had a chance to get close, and didn't happen. But at least fan wise, and the Bills fans are crazy, man. Those tailgate parties, see videos online, whew, they are
shout
crazy.
out to Bills Mafia if you guys are watching.
Yeah, shout out. All right, shout out from Jersey Joe here in Ion saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time, I hope.